Okay, let's do some unboxings. Potentially my favorite part of the entire stream. I love playing the game, but I really, really love unboxing stuff. I vote dwarves, elves of Gondor. Riding horses, of course. Yeah, the dwarves, riding horses, the dwarven elves on horses of Gondor. Yeah. It's just nuts, the difference from this one, from the past one, which is 1 point or higher. Yeah, I think that quest has a true rating of like 7.1 when you start adding more character or more heroes or more players to the game. Is your favorite quest in the cycle? Sick. Nice. I feel like there's so many cool quests in this cycle so far. Outside of the last one that I played, I got kind of frustrated with that one, but I feel like every other one that I've played has been just amazing. So yeah. Got a thick booklet. So the thing in the depths. Ooh, we're getting a lot of new cards. I need to figure out a way to separate out the cards from the dwarves or all the starter decks, because I'm not putting them into my my collection over here. And so if I have cards that are coming in those starter decks that don't come in that I don't have yet, then they're not accessible to me. Alrighty, new cards. It's always kind of exciting to see what the hero is going to be. Ooh, Lanwin. It's a new spirit hero. They look epic with their animal companion there. The Dream Chaser cycle has some real nice cards and heroes, and to me, it just felt like Dove started to really get into their groove with the game. Nice, yeah. So this is a 9-cost hero, 2/3/1/3. What an interesting stat line for Spirit. I guess it's a Dale Scout. And it kind of leans into something similar that Glorfindel. It's ranged, meaning that you can attack enemies engaged with other players. After an encounter card with the Surge is revealed, either ready him, or ready her, or give her +2 willpower until the end of the phase. Limit twice per phase. Interesting. Feels very, very situationally good. I mean, you can go up to a 4, which is really great. It's kind of interesting. You don't ever really want to see Surge, but that's interesting. Dale and Scout, I've heard that Dale gets some support at some point, but it's nice to have a 3 attack in Spirit. That's pretty nice. Next up, we got a unique ally. Good in multiplayer? Yeah. Oh yeah, because you'll just see more cards that potentially have Surge. Yeah. Surge every round. Yep. Ella here. 4 cost, 1/2/2/3 Sentinel. Spend 1 lore resource to look at a face-down shadow card dealt to an engaged enemy. If that card has a shadow effect, they get +2 defense until the end of the phase. Any player may trigger this action. Interesting. Oh, that's kind of cool. Any player can trigger the action is a really, really interesting way to do that, where like you can just start seeing a lot of the communication and the collaboration between the players. Like if I'm running Biosphere in a 2-player game, then if lore is not one of those and I just have a Biosphere lore deck, it's nice that he's Sentinel too. So yeah, you can defend out for everybody, and like a 4/3 stat line is a very defensive stat line, so I like that. Nice. Okay. Probably not probably not using it too much with solo, but I think a nice multiplayer option. We got Captain's Wisdom, 0 cost leadership resource. Exhaust a noble hero you control to add 2 resources to that hero's resource pool. That's cool. That's really, really cool. Yeah. Exhaust a noble hero you control to add 2 resources. That an exhaustion for 2 resources, especially if you have an Unexpected Courage in the hand. I guess like you play Unexpected Courage for free, but there's a bit of a theme in the cycle with all sphere effects that any player can trigger. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Captain's Wisdom is cool. Yeah, it probably doesn't make sense in like this deck, but I really in the deck where we're discarding everything. But I also like it from like a Denethor standpoint or a very defensive hero standpoint. Is Belargond? I think he is noble as well. And so if you don't have an enemy that you actually have to exhaust, you can hang on to this until that phase, and you can exhaust this, throw 2 resources when you're not using their basic activation. I think the Wilds of Rovinian Cycle really pumps up the Dale archetype. Okay, never picked it up because it came out after the fact. Got it. Yeah, so I feel like I would much rather play this on like a defensive hero, and then if I don't need their defense, I can then hang on to it for that time and then just exhaust so that they actually have a use for their exhaust. I think I've talked myself into liking that card more. Captain Wisdom is a resource action. Oh, just kidding. Yeah. Good catch. Thank you. I don't think I like that card as much anymore. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to throw this. I want to sword thing on Glorfindel, and then I can do it. I kind of really like this Voltron Glorfindel idea. It's good for Denethor. You don't care about his stats, and you can just ramp really hard. That's true. Oh, and you can pass out too. You can pass out the money. I will say, Josh, I did like Glorfindel. I like the idea of Glorfindel more than I don't necessarily think I was able to capitalize on his ability too much in this last quest, but I liked the idea and being able to ramp pretty quickly. We got Master Ironsmith. This is a 3-cost tactics 1/1/1/2. After you play Master Ironsmith from your hand, if you paid all of its resource from a single hero's resource pool, attach a weapon or armor attachment from your hand or discard pile to that hero without playing its resource cost. Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. Give some love for those Tri-Sphere decks. That's fun. That's actually really fun. Not super great stats, but I mean, if you're throwing heck, you could throw a Citadel plate if you wanted to. Yeah, just something really expensive. Throw it on. I like it. I think that's fun. It's a really interesting way to play, and you can, if you run multiple of these, you can just pass on some of those attachments without worrying too much. Is Sword That Was Broken a weapon? Sword That Was Broken. No, it's an artifact. I take issue with that. I think Sword That Was Broken should be a weapon. Hey, speaking of armor weapons, it's armor and weapon traded. 2 cost. Peeking through the Arid Mithrid cycle on Hbeorn, it seems like you're the only one playing the buff shirtless dude. Nice. Okay, so you attach to a warrior character. Counts as 2 restricted attachments. Gets +1, +1, and +2 hit points. Okay, yeah. Okay. I mean, like, it's fair that counts as 2. It's an armor weapon. But, I mean, buffing up all your stats and the 2 hit points, I'm happy with it. It's also 1 card draw, right? Like, that's the other nice thing about it, is you're only drawing 1 of these cards rather than needing to draw a weapon and an armor. But, I mean, like, there are characters out there where I don't necessarily care. Well, I guess it is a warrior character, so that limits it. I feel like a lot of the warrior characters I do want to drop more stuff on. Oh, we got Sam Gamgee. No, I love it. This art makes me so happy. 3 cost 2/1/1/2. Like the stats, honestly. Reduce the cost to play Sam by 2 if you control Frodo. Yes. Thematic coming in hot. Love it. After a player raises their threat, that player may spend 1 spirit resource to ready Sam. Gets +1, +1, +1 until the end of the round. I like this. I like this a lot. You can run this alongside Doomed, and you're getting a beefy ally for... Yeah, no, I really like this. And it can go on allies. Oh, the Radiant, a Remnant of War can go on allies. That's good to know. Thanks. Yes, good call. Good for the Spearman. It can actually survive an attack. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because it goes up to a 2 defense, 3. Yeah. That's really cool. I like Sam. I like Sam a lot. I want to run a Sam, Frodo, Wormtongue, and then someone else deck. Yeah, because Grima can increase play an event, decreasing its cost, which readies Sam and gives him a +1 to the commit test. That's pretty cool. Sam combos with Frodo, raises threat, spend a resource, then readies Sam. Great synergy. Oh yeah, Spirit Frodo. Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. And then Sam can come and swing in. I like Sam. I'm a big fan of Sam. 11Zs. Play only during the staging step. Choose X questing Hobbit characters you control. Ready each of the characters and remove them from the quest. Then reduce your threat by X. Oh, that's cool. They're over there being... Okay, yeah, that's nice. Staging step. So after you see what you're doing, but before quest resolution, you can kind of manipulate, pull some hobbits off if you know you're going to succeed, and then reduce your threat. I like it. Also because you want hobbits to be low because they have a lot of secrecy stuff. Also, Grima reduces the cost of the next card, not event, so he's better than you remember. Yeah, what I was thinking is if you did it if you played an event during the staging step, right? Sam could ready and contribute 1 additional to the current committed quest. I like Grima. I do like Grima. Maybe bring Grima back out. We got the Mechwood Explorer. 3 cost, 2102. After Mechwood Explorer, quest successfully place 1 progress on it. As an action, we can exhaust Mechwood Explorer to move all progress from it to a location in play. That's interesting. Huh. Okay. Okay. I think I like that. I think I like that. So after he quests successfully, place 1 progress. You can get him out early, which he is kind of expensive, so maybe you can't get him out super early, but you can get him out with Grima on 2. You can get him out on turn 2 if you wanted to. Yeah. And then you don't have to discard him or anything. I was kind of expecting exhaust discard to place the progress, but yeah, you can just snipe stuff. That's pretty cool. I like that. Did we not get a... We didn't get a neutral card in this pack. That's interesting. Huh. Yeah, there's no neutral card in this pack. It's just the aspect ones. He helps mono lore a lot. Oh, I bet. Yeah. Yeah. So we got a 0 cost guarded ceaselessly attached to a location. Exhaust a ranger or scout character to give the location -2 threat until the end of the phase. Interesting. Seems... hyper situational, I guess. I guess it is a character, so it could be an ally, but I don't know if I love that. Because most of the locations that have, you know, most of the locations that you're not just questing through, you can just... They're immune to player card effects, so you can't really attach this to a location that is not like leaving play. A lot of those are kind of immune. Yeah, I don't know if I love that one. Exhaust a ranger or scout character to give the attached location -2 threat until the end of the phase. Yeah. Isn't great, but eventually a bunch of woodmen come out that like having attachment on location. I got you. Okay, so it has synergy that I just haven't seen yet. That makes sense. I believe in the newer Dale heroes and allies benefit from having attachment on characters or locations. Got it. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I think Sam's my favorite in this pack. I really like Sam. I think the Mechwood Explorer is pretty interesting. Rayman of War is cool. Actually, I really like Master of Ironsmith. I think I would go Sam as my favorite, but then Master Ironsmith sounds really cool too, though. Yeah, cool pack. I'm looking forward to playing the quest. We're gonna dive in.